What is up, everyone? Welcome back to No Cap Space. Tyler and Shawnee here at Overtime Select in Atlanta with Kaleena Smith, one of the top-ranked recruits, period, right now, and for good reason. After what we saw,
we saw it. Our own eyeballs.
Come on now, you were out there hooping. Thank you for taking the time to lock in with us today. I want to talk about that hoodie you got on. Adidas, made history. Something slight, right? I'm interested. Take me back to that moment when it became real. Again, I'm sure it was a long process overall and everything, but can you take me back to that moment when it was like, oh, okay, like this is happening in that way?
I would say I was excited for sure. Just going into talks with them and seeing how it was family based and not just business. I think that was a big thing for sure. And then just really the process with Candace and how she made me feel welcome. It was awesome for sure.
Yeah, very slight.
And you know, for those at home, she's talking about Candace Parker.
The Candace Parker. Yeah.
What's that like a legend? You know what I'm saying? Being able to work like that in high school.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing because a lot of people don't have the opportunity for sure. So, just having her as a mentor and having her as that mentor for sure that I can go back and talk to. I think that's one of a kind blessing.
And it's like you're obviously in a slightly different era than she was in when she was playing in college with NIL and everything. What has she been able to tell you to help you navigate and, you know, keep everything, you know, intact?
Take it all in, but also just keep the main thing. I feel like that's what I've always had in the back of my mind, especially with her telling me that, but also my parents telling me that. So I think that's a big thing that people get mixed up with. They get it and then they get complacent. But with me, just trying to always remember that it's not the only thing that I could get. Like, there's a lot more things that I can accomplish and pursue. She
gave you any tips on dunking?
No.
Not yet. Look, man, you tell her to share the secrets.
Yeah. No, we need. Look, You would have earned the signing just from last night. Again, we're recording this at Takeover weekend, but my favorite moment of the entire night, Shawnee and I are down here courtside, and it's halftime.
Yeah.
And they have I think it was under 12, I think that came out there.
There were some children on the court.
Kaleena, you sent one of those children's shot into the crowd damn near. I immediately was like, oh, okay, we got a superstar on our hands, because there's no easy buckets ever, even for the little kids. I thought that was so incredibly funny. So first off, why did you block that kid's shot?
I just felt some type of way because Tati took the ball from my teammates. So I was like, okay, you're not getting no bucket on this either. So
I love it. I love it. So I asked that to segue into your overall mentality of basketball, because clearly based on that, we don't need to question any level of dog or whatever is the X-ray is showing inside. We don't got to worry about that when it comes to Kaleena. But I'm interested. Obviously, I'm sure you've probably been at the height aspect or whatever, all of those things. I'm sure people, there's probably a level of initial doubt. Yet you always come on the court and you look like the best player out there. What has that mentality been like? How is that something you were just born with? Is that something that you had to overcome those initial difficulties and develop? How has that been on your journey of basketball from just a mentality standpoint?
When I was younger, it was definitely difficult, especially being the smallest person on the court, having to grow into the person that I am today with my mentality, but not just my mentality, my game for sure. So just really having my circle behind me and telling me that size really doesn't matter, and obviously I feel like I make that known when I step on the court, and just being the best player that I can be, and knowing that I'm the best player on the court with whatever court I step on, and just having that dog mentality, nobody's scoring on me, and if you do, then I'm coming right back at you for sure.
No matter what age.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
scoring, no matter what age.
You created a villain origin story, and I know she's gonna take that with her.
Yeah,
it was
I love it.
It was a mixed reaction, oh yeah,
hey, it was electric.
So, what do you feel like you want to showcase? What part of your game do you feel like you want to showcase?
I would say probably more of my defense. I feel like I can play defense, but there's still some people out there that doubt me that I can't play defense. So,
talk about it.
Just showing people that I can do everything, to be honest, and just continue to get better at the things that I need to get better at and the things that I don't need to get better at, but still get better at them to perfect my craft.
And then, we're kind of the same height. You know what I'm saying? So, coming out and being the smallest person out there, how do you approach the game from that mentality? Do you feel like you use it to your advantage, or is it just, at this point, you not stopping me. It is what it is.
Using it to my advantage for sure, but also knowing that I have to come out with a different mentality, especially being the smallest player on the court, that I can't think like anybody else because we're not the same height and we don't have the same advantages. So just having that mentality that I gotta make a statement known right when I step on the court.
Yeah, I'm interested as your kind of star power, if you will, and everything has kind of skyrocketed, and just over the time of schools taking notice, things like that. Like, how have you've mentioned your circle several times, and like from like whether it be a recruiting standpoint, NIL standpoint, whatever that kind of form takes. Like, how have you been able to obviously keep the main thing with the hoops while also juggling all the other aspects that come with being a top-level high school player? Like, what has been the mentality and the growth that you've been able to find in handling everything that goes on behind the scenes?
Just really having my parents and my circle, like I said, deal with that, not try and get into that as much because I still have to get better and work on my game, and not stressing myself out with that part, but still having my input on it, but really, to be honest, my parents handle that. And then when it comes to like college recruiting, I just want to grow relationships right now. Not really having like too pressed of a time to commit right now because I have so much time left.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then with those relationships, you obviously, Candace Parker, like it's hard to go above that, but like, being able to have like, Juju and Flage, like
For sure.
right there, what was that like for you?
It's definitely crazy because seeing them on TV and just having them coach you and just be around you, it's definitely a blessing, and God put you in positions that you never think that you'll be in. So just having Juju as my coach, I've known her since I was little, and just coming out here and having her as my coach is definitely crazy for sure.
Yeah.
What kind of coach is she?
She's more of like a laid back coach. She'll say what she needs to say for sure, but she's not gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I think that about adds up. Yeah, I feel like that adds up. I'm interested for you. I want to talk about your team. Obviously, being a captain here, like we just had the draft this week at the time of recording this. Like, break it down for me. What are you most excited about with your team, and what type of team do you expect to be putting out on the court?
I definitely expect a dog team. I feel like we were that last year. I feel like we were the underdogs last year for sure. I think people overlooked us, but coming in this year, we made a statement last year by making it to the championship game. Unfortunately, we lost, but it's the same expectations. Getting to the championship game and winning this time, and just building connections with this team and continuing to grow.
Yeah,
I like underdogs to big dogs.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
I like it.
You can use that. Don't worry. No, but Kaleena, we appreciate you tapping in with us here at No Catch Space. We're massive fans of your game. Like we've seen you. I mean, we were here last year. The come up and everything it's been legit. So we're very appreciative of what you're bringing to the game and we know there's plenty more to come. So thank you for tapping in here with us. And make sure you stay tapped in as well with us at No Cat Space, NoCatSpaceWBB.com for all your print and podcast content, and of course on the YouTube as well. Like, subscribe, share, all of those good things. Stay tapped in across the board, and we'll see you next time.